So for the first time, maybe the entire game, they've been showing the two deeps.
You see the guys inside, outside. Snead, who has given up how many touchdowns?
Keeping his feet in bounds last week in a bunch of critical moments early in the game on third down.
So he gets off the ball. Now he's past Derek Stingley, but he's trying to get to the outside. So somehow he's got to get Stingley.
Able to get outside so easily. You see the missed jam on that one.
He's trying to keep Zay Flowers from going over the top, and so you stay deep.
This is a great job. The formation creates it where he gets to play inside, and he gets the matchup. In these games,
he pat on it while on the bench, and he told me once again this week he's relying on adrenaline and 66,000.
And at least this time they threatened them deep. For the first time, we really have not seen the Bucs do.
The other slot corner, the top two slot corners in the NFL, a second-team All-Pro this year. But
already in this game, that he's been able to freeze those inside backers just right after him with the speedster Jamison Williams. And anytime you see somebody that fast on the field, I mean, the matchup really came down early on. You go, oh, man, because both these guys are hurt. He can go either way he wants here, working against KJ Britt. And I'm sorry, KJ, there's no chance. There's no chance for all.
You've got him working against a corner as well. You see how he gets Ronald Darby turned around because he used
a rocket. And when you've got a 6'5", 237-pound receiver, just give him a chance. Lions to go right after the replacement, right? Zion McCollum's on the field. They put their two best, their fastest, and then their best receiver out there as a wide receiver. Melifonwu was all over this throw, but just couldn't strip it out of the strike.
It's the best job of giving C.J. Stroud time in the pocket. They put two in the backfield. They got the five guys up front.
Klein having to step up and start today.
Yep, our two X factors, Cook and Kelsey. When you have backup.
Great throw, great play design. Melton sells like he's going to go out and block. Look, another 49er defender on the ground. On the play at the line of scrimmage and just playing soft zone. Travaris Ward, he just loses his footing. It's a little shake set.
You do not blitz him. He's been one of the best quarterbacks in history against the blitz. And another time, and the reason is when you press
Brown, it was game over, and the Detroit Lions have. He's sitting up there in that zone coverage. He drops back, he sees it all the way, and
is exactly what George Kittle needed to separate. It's man coverage. He wins early against Darnell Savage.
Odell Beckham working the slot. You see he's able to push up the field, and he finds the hole right between the two defenders.
Concerted effort not to put the ball in danger. Everyone's covered here. Great job pass. You can see 33 Neal.
He's really good in a muddy pocket. In motion McCaffrey.
As long as you're within that 1 yard range, and they declared that time that Chris Godwin was.
But Deebo Samuel out, you're going to have to get contribution from some new guys. And yeah, I'm not sure you can make a better throw than Brock Purdy makes here. When that ball came out of his hand, I thought it was going to get picked. Green Bay is going to go for two. But watch the job here by Wicks playing little interference. Remember, that contact is allowed to happen. That's made the biggest growth under Steve Wilks. The new coordinator has been Travaris Ward.
Up front, it gets right in his face. You can't see Diggs goes out. McDuffie hides the coverage well.
Darby's got a lot of playing experience under his belt in his 9-year career.
But you're going to see they try to pass this off inside with the safety, and there's just confusion. Owens doesn't know that it's his job to come down and carry that drag.
Let's look.
Well, the safety came down, and he double-teamed McCaffrey, and that's what led to the one-on-one.
Well, there's Isaiah Likely. He's going against Desmond King, and King just not, you see Likely with the size advantage, and
you probably just go hurry up. Baker's starting to feel it. You can tell. He's just starting to get a feel for this thing.
Another example of really good protection. Musgrave, he starts. Nick Bosa, he's going to get a lot of attention. They're going to get defensive line of Green Bay has just continued to cause havoc, and Ayuk is open. It was
motion goes back and forth, but Kelsey's going to go and get back into this area. Pause it right there. Look at this. Just watch this right here. He's got to navigate. Do I go forward, outside? And He's in right there.
That one goes for 27.
Yeah, just a really nice design. You'll see Musgrave, the tight end. He's the one who clears out the backside.
What a throw.
I've seen him going either way because the call in the field was that he was down, and I think it's the right. Watson with the tight coverage, Sherfield, he's right here. And you're going to watch, Klein's supposed to cover him. Once he takes that step inside, he's already beat. And I thought Kelsey.
You're going to throw it to the tight end in the flat. Block, 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 sneak out the other way. This play has a lot of different names, but it usually starts with blitz. These guys have to have a day. They have to get some pressure. This will not work. If you allow those, when you get 6 people rushing like they were that time, it's up to the quarterback to buy time. They get the natural pick in coverage here, over here on Laporte. But once David jumps that, then there's space right behind him, and that's where they continue. And he scrambles out of there and throws a bullet to Otten.
Fabulous.
Man, oh man, what a play that time by Baker Mayfield. They got from the zone side to the man side with this crossing route all the way across the field, and you saw all the traffic.
Running the ball in to try to get it marked. Palmer had the knee down, had the catch, and
does a fake quick throw, and then they get the speedster Trey Palmer just casually striding through there. Most guys that
Jim, watch this. You know it's man because he motioned back in. This call's only made. You got to run with him. He's going to go the other way. Nope. This is a play that's only designed to throw this. You can only call it if it's man-to-man.
Initially, there's pretty good coverage in the secondary by the Texans. And when he initially is looking for Bateman, he's covered. There's nowhere to go, but Bateman keeps going, and because no one...
5 yards with that one.
Rice has been the difference maker this season for me, Jim, for this offense. A very challenging season that had a lot of turmoil and adversity.
Back across the field. He's got plenty of time. It's not desperation mode. Just throw this ball out of bounds and live to play second down.
And Dre Greenlaw, his second interception.
And as he comes off the ball, he's covering him, but he feels it, and then he comes off. Actually, he came off of it to get underneath Isaiah, but that's just a really nice play by Petrie getting his hands on the ball.